Yo, 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 yo. 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 That shit. It's like a fucking feedback. Let me see. All right, so let's do it like this then. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. All right. So I guess it only worked for talk on your mic and let me see if you can hear.
Yeah, what's up? What's up?
So I guess it only worked for talk on your mic and let me see if you can hear. Yeah, what's up? What's up? All right, there we go. Yo, if y'all can hear us, man, make a comment, man. Let us know y'all here. We trying to get this shit popping, so let us know what it is, man. Yo, if y'all can hear us, man, make a comment, man. Let us know y'all here. We trying to get this shit popping, so let us know what it is. So I changed this to input number one. That's input number two. Say something on the mic.
Yes, yes.
All right, yeah, we good right there. So they should be hearing us on the U Tizzle. Again, don't be scared to comment, please. If y'all hearing us on this live, hit the comment section and say, "Yo, we hear y'all, motherfuckers, man." We trying to get this shit popped off. Zubay, what it is, homie? There's other people on the live, or another person on the live because. And talk real quick, killer.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Mic check 1 2. How y'all doing out there? How y'all feeling? Thanks for rocking with Bootleg Cable Podcast.
And is y'all gonna be here for the entirety of the episode? Like, yo, we've been talking about this shit for a minute, and we've been wanting y'all to be interactive as fuck, man. So if you got some other shit going on, just let us know. But we want y'all to rock with us through the entire episode, be a part of the conversation, send some comments our way, share this shit to your profile, to your pages, to your whatever, and get other people involved with the conversation if y'all fuck with us, man. All right, let me make sure. I feel you, fam. We appreciate it. If you can, please, again, please share this shit with people, man. And let us know. I mean, I know you've been rocking with us for a long time now, man, and we appreciate the viewership. You one of the quite a few people that be commenting constantly, and letting us know what the deal is. So if you got some topics that you want us to talk about, um put it in the comment section and we'll see if we can get it popping. And again, share this with people, let them know what's happening. Bootleg Cable Podcast. All right, so that's popping right there. Just give us a couple minutes, and while we get this shit straight, and we're gonna make it happen. JBP breakup rumors. What you talking about? What's JBP? You gotta let me know what
Joe
that is.
Button
Joe
podcast.
Budden podcast. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I haven't heard about it, man. Let us know what it is. Um, that would suck though if them niggas broke up though. Right?
Mm,
Nah.
I guess.
I mean, a lot of people fuck with them, man. We fucked with Joe Budden podcast for a
I
little
do.
bit.
I do. I mean,
Rory and Maul did not appear on the last podcast. Oh shit.
but he stated that they were on vacation. I don't know how true that is. I mean, it seemed like I think they were on the last podcast and also on last podcast was okay. So yeah, Wednesday night's podcast. They didn't do a podcast, so they said some technical difficulties or whatever. We'll be back.
Nah.
And then on the podcast that got released on Saturday, it was fucking Save On and his homie Ice that was on the podcast.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Where we
So
at? Speak a little bit louder on the mic, killer.
yeah, blood clot. Man, tell me talk loud upon the mic, top blood clot. Man, talk about yeah, blood clot. Stop, my brother. Kingfish, no blood clot. Man, top on mic.
Rory and Maul didn't appear on the last. Maul sending subs on Twitter. Wow.
I
Really?
mean, are we reading too much into it, or
I, listen, I like I said to you before on the podcast, man. I don't really check their podcast like that because I don't
yeah?
want subconsciously for any of their information to kind of come into ours. You know what I mean? So I always want
Mm,
to try to be authentic with our shit and not have anybody be like, oh well, them niggas just biting off these cats podcast, blah 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 blah. So I don't really, you know what I mean?
mm.
When we first started podcasting, I used to listen to them a lot, but I stopped for the
Okay.
most part. So
Nah, I still continue to listen to them all the while. I guess as of lately, I think there might be some tension between Joe and Rory. You know what I'm saying? Like they talk about fighting and Rory stepping. So it might be some ego shit, kind of like the Cassie and fucking Hitman Holla shit. You know what I'm saying? Just niggas trash talking get to all right. Fuck it, let's go outside and shoot a fade real quick. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
So, between them, I think, saying maybe it kind of boiled over to that. It's like to the point where it's like, all right, man, we've been talking enough shit, man. We might need to just shoot a fair one right quick. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it would be a little disappointing if they left because but I mean, be honest with you, we Joe Button is the draw for that podcast at the end of the day.
Yeah.
He's definitely the draw for that podcast. So, what I mean, I'm pretty sure fans will stick it through with him if that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
To until he finds another co-host or somebody else he could rock with to bounce off. Because really, at the end of the day, I mean, he is the creator. He's the opinionated one in amongst the group. Yeah, Rory and Maul does provide some balance to the conversations, but really, you're saying Joe just needs somebody to bounce some thoughts off of. Really, what I'm saying, somebody that's quick enough to
And
keep up with them.
I agree
So
with what you're saying, but like on the real though, like it's a podcast. It's not too many podcasts where it's just one person alone on the podcast. So yes, we do fuck with Joe Budden and his perspective on things, but at the same time, you need somebody to bounce the ideas off of.
right, that's what I'm saying. But does it need to be Rory and Maul? Does it need to be them two individuals? I don't know.
Well,
I
well, remember when we first started watching a podcast, it was Joe and they had the female. I forgot what her name was. They had different people that was on there before, right?
Mm-hmm.
But really and truly, I think it was Rory and a woman that was on there, or Rory came on a little bit later. But really and truly, the podcast didn't really become what it is right now until Maul got on there. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. So would we say that Maul is really an important piece to that podcast?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say yeah, he's an important piece, but at the same time, like you know, yeah, I guess he's an important piece. Let me not shit on him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He definitely is an important piece.
Yeah.
But
Marissa.
Marissa,
Z
yeah,
said Marissa was a name.
yeah, but I might let me say it like this. Would I, if Maul decided to start a podcast with somebody else, would I go tune into that? Probably not.
Probably not.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, you know, it's mostly, yeah, Maul does need Joe and Joe need Maul. So hopefully whatever it is that's going on,
Mm-hmm.
they could figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I the I guess the last episode they appeared on, and like we're just speculating here. We don't know if their breaking up is true, but you know what I'm saying. I mean, some things we could speculate on is like one of the last episodes they had Rosa Coast on there, and I'm saying she was over there, you know, grinding and feeling on niggas and shit. So I don't know. You know, Rory is in a relationship, so I don't know if wifey might have, you know, caught wind or something. I'm just speculating. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? No details are out there like that. Like I said, I was trying to catch up on the last episode, and being that was Ice and Savon. Like I fuck with Savon, but I mean the dynamics of the flow of the conversation was just it just fell off. So
And and
it made
and,
me
and
not want to
that's
hear it anymore, you know.
and that's exactly what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. So it's like a lot of times when we talk about podcasts, when we talk about shows or whatever,
Mm.
like even like if you want to go back in the days when Gina was missing from the Martin
Oh
show,
yeah. Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
It's you, you watch the show sometimes and you be like, damn man, I can't stand Gina. She got a whiny voice,
Mm.
blah 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 blah. But then when she's not on the show, it's just like, yo, it's something missing.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
something missing. Even if it's something for you to hate,
Yeah.
it's missing, and it's obvious, it's glaring. So again, I fucked with Joe Budden podcast for a long time, even before it got super duper popular, because
Mm.
I've been a fan of Joe Budden or whatever. So just to hear, even though I haven't seen it, but just to hear that Maul is not on there or Rory is not on there or it's some kind of beef going on, it's just like, yo, for the most part, for the hip hop culture, like that is the podcast that pretty much, I want to say, started everything, because nowadays everybody got a fucking
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah, they are definitely the blueprint. Matter of fact, we have to say they're the blueprint for us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I have to admit it, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, when I hit you up, I was like, damn, this podcast shit working. I
Mm-hmm.
like listening to podcasts. You know, who could do one? I called you up. I was like, yo, Dub, man, you should do a podcast, my G.
Mm-hmm.
And lo and behold, he was like, yeah, I already kind of kicked one off. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, all right. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you invited me along, and you know what I'm saying? So yeah, they are kind of like the basis for us too. And I think they are basis basically for everybody
Yeah.
that's hip hop related. You know what I'm saying? I would say they are the genesis for that.
Yeah.
They are a proven platform that it does work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, like you said, some when certain characters are missing off the show, sometimes it feel awkward, but then you find characters that are new that really make it work, like light skin on Viv. You know what I'm saying? They could work.
True.
You know what I'm
True.
saying? They
True.
could find themselves a light skin on Viv and it'd be kicked off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And it
Stephen A
took
could find a Max Kellerman, and you know what I'm
it
saying?
took us it
It'll kick off.
it took us a little minute to get used to light skin Aunt Viv, though, just to be 100 though.
Light skin Aunt Viv don't got moments like dark skin Aunt Viv. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She don't got the moments like that, but the show still flowed.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, man, thanks for bringing that up, Z, man. I hope that it ain't really no drama going on with them, and if it is drama going on with them, I hope they figure it out. So also, again, man, a lot of people that's watching, if you watching us right now live on YouTube, or you clicked in on the Facebook link or whatever the case is, please share this link with people and encourage other folks to get in on the conversation, because we just want everybody to be in on the conversation. Like we definitely appreciate that, and I think that it creates a good dynamic for us to have great conversations. So please share this link with somebody, and if you can, rock with us for the duration of the podcast, man. So this is episode number 156, I believe, and it's Bootleg Cable Podcast, and I'm here with the homie Killer Kel.
mm-hmm.
We rocking.
Yeah, man. Serial killer, man. Frosted flakes. Honey bunches of oats, raisin bread. You know what I mean? I kill all that.
And what's good though? How was your week though, fam? What's been new with you?
Shit, man. There ain't nothing new, man. It's just work, man. Work, and
Mm-hmm.
just man, it's like at work, man, it's getting a little challenging, mentally, man, and
Why is that?
I just feel like for myself, I need to change a little bit more about myself. I need to be a little bit more stricter and saying have a little bit more standards and as far as the way I go about things, because
Yeah.
I'm seeing a couple things break down and I know it's on me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just gotta step it up and and do better. But there's a couple of things I really can't, I'd have to, I guess it's an off my conversation, really.
Yeah.
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 But,
Well, I guess okay. Let's talk about work then. So for me,
Mhm.
it's been a situation that's been ongoing for a minute. I don't know if I spoke to you about it, but it's you know what I mean. It's kind of a fucked up situation, and I
Mm.
want y'all to chime in, especially those that's watching right now on YouTube Live and those that tuned in from Facebook. Um, with me now, I've been at the current position for a little bit over a year now.
Yeah.
So those that already watched the podcast, y'all know I'm an X-ray tech. I've been an X-ray tech now going on 8 years. So this is my 8th year of being an X-ray tech.
Mm-hmm.
There is a certain pay that goes along with being an X-ray tech. There's obviously with every profession,
Mm-hmm.
there's a high end and a low end.
Mm-hmm.
When I took this position at my current location, I got interviewed. I was offered on the higher end of pay, and I accepted that obviously, and I took the job. So I work a Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess for Florida, I'm making like really on the high end of what X-ray techs make.
Okay.
Almost a year into my employment, my HR hit me up and basically said that they made a mistake and I'm getting paid too much money.
Okay.
So the proposal was, all right, you making too much money. We're going to drop you down minus $16,000 per year.
Fuck out of here. That's definitely fuck out of here. Nah.
So that was the proposal.
Okay.
Just to cut, just to make the conversation a little bit more compact and short. They hit me up and they said, "Yo, you making too much money. This is the salary range that an X-ray tech gets paid." We made a mistake.
Off, I just want to know, like, what was the conversations amongst them? Like, yo, who's gonna make the call? Like, yeah. So who's Jill? Wow, I think we fucked up. Who's gonna make the call and tell this guy that we're gonna have to attempt to give him a decrease?
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, at the end of the story, what is it? Is it accepted? Is it something you're gonna go forward with? Or
well, at the beginning, what I did
happen, or
what I did was I contacted a lawyer,
mm-hmm.
and through the state of Florida. State of Florida is a right to work state, and y'all please chime in on this conversation. State of Florida is a right to work state, so pretty much I contacted the lawyers, and lawyers told me there's really nothing that I could do about it. The lawyers told me that because it's a right to work state, the employer, as long as they don't reduce your wage down to minus minimum wage, they could do whatever the fuck that they want to do.
Oh wow.
So if you now, if your position, let's just say you make $100,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
If they decided to reduce you to $50,000 a year, they can do that. It's on their discretion to do that. They don't have to explain why that they did it or whatever, as long as it's not discriminatory. So as long as it's not because you're black or because you have, some kind of ailment or whatever.
Yeah, but how do you prove that it's not that? How do you prove that it's like, yo, we don't fuck with this guy?
And that's the question. You know what I mean? It's a tough situation. So again, with me now, the proposal was we need to reduce your wage by $16,000 per year because we made a clerical error.
Wow.
So if somebody proposed that to you,
Mhm.
how would that conversation go?
How would that conversation go?
Yeah,
I I'll get ignorant as hell. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll be like, yo,
yeah,
wait, what? Who made the mistake? How was their mistake made? I signed off on papers.
yeah,
How, what are you talking about? Y'all got
yeah,
to fix that on, yeah, and y'all got to bite the bullet with this. I'm not accepting that.
yeah.
No.
All right. So
Mhm.
and that
And
was
I'm still showing up to work on Monday.
yeah, and that was basically the same situation with me. So now this has been going on now. I've been contacted about this since December.
Mm-hmm.
And
So it's still ongoing.
it's still ongoing.
Mm.
So now we just came to a resolution, like a resolution to the situation. So now I still got reduced in pay,
Mm-hmm.
right? But instead of $16,000, it turned out to be like $5,000 or $6,000.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But still, at the end of the day, it's a fucking reduction in pay.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to the HR person, and the person that I'm talking to, it's like, is the conclusion that we came to satisfactory to you?
Hell nah. Hell no, this ain't satisfactory.
You know what I
What are
mean?
you talking about? I didn't do anything wrong.
Exactly.
So well, how would this? This is very dissatisfactory at the end of the day. What you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah,
You better off and not call me.
exactly. So I was on the verge of cussing a couple of people out
Mm.
quite a few times during this whole situation. So I done spoke to 3 to 4 to 5 different HR people with this. And eventually what I had to do is I had to send an email to the CEO of the company.
Mm-hmm.
So I spoke with my managers about the situation. I spoke with my director, blah, 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 blah. And I had to send an email to the CEO of the company to have a somewhat positive resolution.
Mm-hmm.
So again, the initial proposal was, yo, we're gonna reduce you to we're gonna reduce you by $16,000 per year.
Mhm.
It's some people that's only making $16,000 per year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But you're gonna try. And when I spoke to the HR with the situation, her response to me was like, well, I've had reductions in pay before and I had to adjust. Bitch,
So you accepted that? So you telling me to accept it?
pretty much.
Hit me with the take it with a grain of salt ass shit?
Yeah.
Oh,
So like when I was talking
so
to
have you spoken to any of your colleagues? As anybody else being stepped to in regards to that?
No, because again, I understand that I'm on the higher pay end of my profession. Like I get it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But this is a $1 billion company that I work for.
Yeah.
This ain't no
Right.
small doctor's office or whatever. It's a $1 billion freaking company that I work for.
Yeah.
And I explained that to them in a conversation with the HR. I said, listen, you guys are a $1 billion freaking company. The supposed extra money that y'all paying me, it ain't that much.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna stop you from doing whatever
Right,
it is.
But at the end of the day, Dub, I didn't go out my way to take this from y'all.
Yeah,
This
y'all
is
offered
this
to me.
is what offered to me. And
Yeah.
And at the same time, it wasn't like, yo, y'all slid a number across the table and I you know saying I wrote a number and said I demand this.
Yeah.
That was a number y'all came at me with.
Yeah. And
So
usually,
whoever y'all need to go talk to the individual that did that and reduce their pay.
Facts.
Not mine.
Facts.
Whoever effed up, go reduce their
Yeah.
pay. You know what I'm saying? Not
Facts.
mine. Take them off the payroll.
So the proposed solution right now to the situation is we're gonna reduce your pay by about $5,000 per year. And if you stay in the same position that you are right now, you cannot get a raise for the next 5 years.
Oh wow.
So
even with inflation and everything like that.
Exactly. So given that now, the person that I'm speaking to, the HR person says to me, is this satisfactory to you or not? So I'm me trying to be as professional as I can. I said, listen, I said, at the end of the day, you're throwing mud in my face, right? I said, the initial conversation, like it was a lot of mud in my face.
Mm-hmm.
This one, it's a little bit less mud, but you're expecting me to be happy
Mhm.
because you're still throwing mud in my face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that was the professional version, but the real talk version is you throwing shit in my fucking face, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Either way, I'm still getting shitted on.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
How
And
am I supposed to be happy getting
yeah.
shitted on?
Yeah, that's an insulting question for you even to ask me. Am
Yeah,
I satisfied with this? Oh, I'm
yeah,
not satisfied with this. What are you talking about? It's not as if I came to you and say, "Hey, I feel like I'm underpaid," and you instead of coming up to the number I want, you met me in the middle,
yeah.
and then you asking me if I'm satisfied with this. I'm like, okay, you know what, man? Given the circumstances, yeah, I guess I am satisfied with this. But you're coming to me and asking me to take a reduction in pay
Yeah, for something
because
that I did not do.
that I didn't do.
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild, man. That's blood pressure raising right there. But
Oh, for sure, man. Because
I'll be on.
and for us to get to this point, like I said, I had to email the CEO of my company, and I had to come up with this long sob story of, yo, you know, I'm a hardworking father of 3. My wife hasn't worked for the entire pandemic. She lost her job due to the COVID situation and blah, 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 blah. Like I had to come up with this fucking email.
Well, you have
And
to learn how. You have to know how to adjust, and that's good that you know what I'm saying you were able to put yourself in that frame of mind. Because yeah, sometimes you got to fight, and that's how the fight looks.
but okay, so yes, I agree. But
Mhm.
at the
Because
end
some
of
people let
at
their
the end,
pride and their ego get in the way of, you know what I'm saying, coming to a resolution. So yeah, you know what I'm saying, you did what you had to do to come to a resolution. Yeah, it's a bad situation, it's an unfortunate situation, but you fought.
yeah, and again, it's like I felt at the end of this shit, dude. I still feel like a complete bitch, bro.
I mean,
Because yo, I'm a man of principle. I'm a man of integrity, whatever you want to call it. I like. It's just like I just don't like the fact that people like this is able to
mhm,
change your whole life with
mhm,
the push of a button or
yeah,
the oh well our company we don't usually
yeah.
and
Yeah, and it'd be one thing if it was like a group of y'all taking these L's, but it's just you.
yeah,
It's just you. So
yeah,
you're the only one that gotta, you know what I'm saying, and still gotta show up to work tomorrow and knowing, you know what I'm
yes,
saying, when hard time, you know what I'm saying, God forbid, hard times hit, you're gonna be like, damn, I could use that extra 5 stacks right now.
right,
What the fuck?
yeah.
Hmm.
So it's just
Yeah.
like yo, it like situations like this is telling me why I need to go the route that I know that I've been trying to go for the longest. It's
Mhm.
telling me why I need to be more independent. It's telling me why I need to have passive income coming in, and you know what I mean. As much income sources as possible because yo, I'm just tired of these companies being able to change my life at the drop of a dime
Yeah.
for their inconvenience.
Hmm.
So instead of you righting a wrong, you're making a wrong more wrong.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So you know what I mean? That's the fucking stress that a nigga been dealing with
Oh, man, I'm sorry,
for
man.
the
I
for
ain't
the
know that,
last
man.
couple of months or whatever. And
Did
and
not
and
know that, fam. Yeah.
and again, you know what I mean? This like at the end of it all, I felt like what they should have done is said, "Yo, all right, we paying you this much. We'll pay you this much, but as long as you stay in this position, you can't get a raise."
Right.
That 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 should have been the only solution to this shit. It
Hmm.
shouldn't have been, well, we're gonna reduce you down to this much or whatever, whatever. And then again, you're talking to this HR person, and it's just like no fucking remorse, no kind of
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I don't. Those are the individuals. I don't know how do they go home and sleep with themselves, man. Like
yeah,
they got to be under some stress.
yeah,
I would have to imagine like to do something like that to some people, and you know, what I'm saying do that with that much boldness, and
mm-hmm,
that's crazy. It's
yeah,
a
man.
dirty world, man. It's a
Like I
dirty
said,
world.
she ain't give a goddamn, bro. So
Nah.
it is what it is, man. But off the personal shit, you watched Zack Snyder's Justice League, right?
Yes, yes, I definitely did all 4 hours of it, but
All
it did,
four
it
hours.
did not feel like 4 hours to me. It
Nah,
didn't. Nah, no. I enjoyed every little bit of it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And you said you
Absolutely.
watched the first film before
Hmm.
you watched this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Hmm.
So what was the first film lacking? Why we got to this point where we at today?
A lot of the transitions in the first film, they didn't feel authentic. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like they'll transition from, you'll see characters are in a serious moment, and next minute they're in a happy, jolly, friendly moment. You're like, yo, what happened between then and now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why you guys seem to have this bond that we didn't see happen on screen. So it was a lot of things like that didn't uh cater to the flow of the initial film.
Yeah.
And I feel like they definitely tackled those things. And one of the things I was afraid I was gonna be watching some of the new stuff and then end up having to watch the old film, and then they'll just kind of add new things in it. And if it just felt more like a entirely new film altogether.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first film was like a little bit over 2 hours long.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Correct. Yeah.
And then the new film now is 4 hours.
Yeah.
And 4 hours and 5 minutes, I think it was, or 4 hours and 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So the only films that I could think of in my lifetime that's been that long or close to that long was like the Lord of the Rings films.
Hmm.
And I watched it, but because I'm not much of a DC fan, I kind of fell asleep a little bit during the film. I found myself taking a shower during, because it was late at night. I started the film at 8 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
And probably a little bit after 10 o'clock, I was like, shit, falling asleep. Not saying that it was bad, the reason why I was falling asleep,
Yeah,
but just
you picked the wrong time to start to watch it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I found myself taking a shower in the middle of the film and coming back and watching the last hour and some change. And for what I saw, the pieces that I missed, like, I give the film a good C+, right? And again, that's me missing bits and pieces and stuff like that. So I need to watch it again, and I am gonna watch it again to kind of fill in the blanks or whatever. But I'm not the biggest DC fan, and I don't know the origin stories of a lot of these characters. And I didn't see the Wonder Woman movie. I saw the Superman movie. I saw Man of Steel. I saw, the Batman movies and all that stuff. I saw Aquaman, but I didn't really see the entire film and all that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of pieces that I need to do, a lot of homework that I need to do to make me enjoy the film as much as I should. But I like watching it. I think that I could recognize scenes that were in this film, even though I didn't watch the first one.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you didn't watch the first one at
I
all?
didn't watch the first one at all. Or I probably watched it, if I can remember correctly, I probably watched like little bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch the first one at all. But my daughter watched the first one, and I was saying to her as we was watching it, I was like, yo, I said, this scene wasn't in the original movie. She was like, nah. And I was like, yeah, I could tell. Because some of the scenes to me seemed a little bit more drawn out.
Yeah.
Just to kind of give the audience a little bit more perspective. So I feel like as I watched the movie, I could see purposefully these scenes given more perspective that maybe the first film didn't.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. But even when the way they played on the villain in the movie, he seemed more villainous in this movie. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like he was more of a threat.
Steppenwolf.
Yeah, Steppenwolf seemed like he was more of a threat in this movie. They did a really good job at his character and his loyalty to Dark Side, which would be kind of like the Thanos of what I'm saying, the DC world.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I felt like they did a really good job. The only couple of things my takeaways that I didn't like was I hate how they make Flash. Like Flash,
I didn't like Flash at all.
When they showing him running and shit like that, what is his hands just flailing around? That shit just look retarded to me.
Yeah,
didn't enjoy that at all. And I like Cyborg. I like the actor that plays Cyborg. I'm not in love with Cyborg's outfit. His costume is very.
You got the same takeaways that I got.
It looked too computer generated, and
yeah,
I'd appreciate more if they kind of gave him a costume that just felt a little bit more natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like he looked a little bit too shiny.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
sharp edges.
Yeah, it was like I was
the
just
glowing
kinda,
red chest. It was just too.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, yo, what? Who designed this, bro?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, those two takeaways is the exact same takeaways that I had. I
Hmm.
felt like Flash felt a little bit too goofy.
Yeah,
He felt a little bit too Spider-Man-y.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And they kind of did the same thing with Spider-Man in the adventure movies
yeah.
that the Spider-Man was in. And I feel like I don't know. And the importance of Flash's role,
Mm,
especially in this movie, I
yeah,
was just kind of like, yo, y'all made him too goofy
yeah. To
to
be that.
have that important.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
without
Yeah,
Flash,
yeah, yeah,
this movie ends completely differently.
yeah. Exactly, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I was like, as I was watching it, I'm talking to my daughter. I'm like, yo, so how is he able to run
Right. Maybe they should have made
run
the.
back in time?
Yeah, maybe they should have made the Flash movie that established that he, you know what I'm saying, him coming to that conclusion that, oh, I could do this.
Yeah,
And you know what I'm saying, now when you see it in this movie, then you would kind of understand.
because
But
from
yeah,
before this, all Flash had was the show, correct?
yeah, mm-hmm,
Yeah. So like again, I'm watching it and I'm just like, yo, how is he able to turn back the hands of time? Because this already happened,
mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden now he's running back in time and reverses the whole sequence of you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Nigga hit the order of operations backwards, bro.
Yeah, that was a little wild. That was
Yeah.
definitely wild.
Was that in the first movie?
Mm-mm. That's definitely not how that first movie ended. That's not how they defeated Steppenwolf. That's no.
So how did they defeat him in the first movie?
It was like Superman came through. They whooped his ass, and that was it. And actually, I don't even if I remember, I might be wrong, but in the first movie, I don't even remember if he died. He kind of was like, "All right, I'm out. I'll be back."
Steppenwolf?
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, they,
Yeah,
they 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 didn't kill him like that in the first one.
so this
This one
one.
they took his head off.
Yeah, I saw I saw that it was dope, man. I
Yeah.
saw you know what I mean. Wonder Woman, they
Mm.
had the nigga going. Wonder Woman came through and wow, hit the nigga head off. I was like, oh shit. And they claim that this movie is rated R. I don't see how,
Hmm.
but I guess it's for scenes like that where it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
usually in a PG-13, we ain't showing niggas heads get chopped off.
Yeah. At the end of the movie, Batman's conversation with Joker, and he's like, "Yo, don't get it fucked up. I will fucking kill you."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't understand that
yeah,
either.
yeah. I
That
ain't understand that whole little end scene right there was a little. It was a little bit out. They could have kept that one off.
Mm.
They could have kept that one off because I hate when they introduce things like that, and then you would expect on the next series or next movie they'll conclude with that, but they usually don't. So.
Mhm.
It's like, why'd you tease at that when you probably not gonna go forward with that narrative?
Yeah,
I
so
don't know.
and then the other dude that kind of looked like he looks like somebody from Marvel. I forgot his name, but
Yeah,
he kind of looked like Deadpool almost.
yeah, yeah,
What was his significance in that last scene? Because it seemed like he had some kind of vendetta going against Batman.
yeah, yeah. And he's more of a villain towards the Young Justice League Teen Titans.
Mhm.
So they might be setting up the Teen Titans um movie or whatever.
But they had a Titans series. Have you watched that?
No, I haven't watched the Titan series. No.
Okay.
No.
I tried to start watching it, but it seemed pretty decent though.
Okay.
I think I watched like a episode or two of the whole Titan series.
Yeah,
But
I've been watching. I've been catching up on Snowfall. You been catching up on Snowfall?
I fuck with Snowfall. Yeah,
yeah. This new season's pretty dope too, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Have you watched the seasons yet?
Yep.
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 I just
Yep.
what they should do a little bit more of though is saying show the main character in different settings and different things that's going on instead of just always business. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Yeah.
like they should introduce just a little bit more backstory of who he is or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
True,
Instead
true.
of this always just like drama and business going on with him.
So before we move on to Snowfall, man, y'all tell us how y'all feel about the whole Justice League film. Again, I thought it was.
I give it a B. I give
You
it
give
a
it a
B.
B?
I definitely give
A,
it
a lot of people is
For-
really,
for-
really talking highly of this.
Yeah,
shit,
for
though.
DC, it's definitely a come up for them. I feel they usually
But
miss the mark on.
Why
their
do we have
movie.
to put it in that context?
Because of that's what it's been. It's they've had bad movies. They have bad movies that are really, you know what I'm saying? And I think Marvel has set the tone where, each film kind of sets up, the narrative for the
Yeah,
other films.
yeah.
So and DC hasn't been doing that. So I think this is their opportunity to go ahead and keep that going
But
as
okay,
far as
so
setting up the whole Justice League situation.
the Batman series of movies have been dope in your opinion, though, right?
Yeah, but those don't go in this they don't fall in this universe. Right.
So the only one that falls in this universe is the Batman
Versus
Superman
Superman.
joint.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that the thing,
Hmm.
dude, the whole mother thing, Martha situation,
Yeah.
that really fucked it up for me. Like I like when I watched that movie again,
Oh yeah,
I was just like, yo, what the fuck, bro?
yeah.
You know, the only reason why you didn't kill this man is because his mom's got the same name as your mom's. Like, for real, B?
Yeah, that was a
That's
little
what we
wild.
doing?
Yeah. Martha.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, fam. So Z say the first one was so trash that people had low expectations.
Mm,
And again, I've heard about how trash the first one was,
yeah.
and I've watched this one, and again, I give it a C plus, given that I didn't see the entire movie through and through. I'm not fully immersed in the characters and know who's who and this, that, and the third, and the origins of like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So I feel like if I watch the movie again, the entire 4 hours through, I'll probably give it a B plus
Yeah.
at
I,
most, or
I
a
I
B.
need a better Batman than Ben Affleck. I think they didn't do
A lot of
in
people like him though.
I
Now,
you know what it is. With Batman, Batman is more of a detective. Batman is more of a problem solver. Batman's supposed to have like a plot. Saying like, oh, this is what he's been setting up this whole time. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, Batman is supposed to be a little bit more insightful, and I don't get that from Ben Affleck. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that much that his intensity. I don't feel the intensity from him.
nah.
Nah, I don't feel that intensity
You
as
think that's
Batman.
you think that's on Ben Affleck as the actor, or
That's
that's
how
on the writing
that's
of
on
the
the
movie?
that's on the writing, and I think maybe also plays to what his physical capabilities are. I don't
Yeah,
see him as the individual that's going out there and busting ass like that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I didn't
And
feel that from him.
I think a lot of people said the same thing about the Superman, the one Superman movie and the Batman versus Superman situation is that Superman is one of those characters that's so hard to write for, because at the end of the day, isn't Superman kind of considered to be a god
Yeah,
almost?
damn there. Yeah, yeah. So
So
it's hard to put him in situations where he's threatened.
yeah,
And yeah, yeah.
so you know what I
Mhm.
mean. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about the Justice League film. I my limited watching of the movie or spotty watching of the movie, I give it a good C plus. Y'all tell us how y'all feel about the whole Justice League movie.
Yeah, man.
Recently now, we got a new mass shooting, man. New mass shooting. Dude was out here um sniping Asian women at Asian massage parlors and shit.
Hmm.
So dude went to 3 different Asian massage parlors, ended up killing 6 Asian women, 2 white women, or 2 white people. The last time I looked, I don't know if it was women or it could have been a woman and a man, or a man and a man, a woman and a woman. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But this dude killed 6 Asian women confirmed, and 2 white people. How do we
Yeah.
feel about that shit?
I don't like how the news has been attempting to place this as uh, like it's racism against Asians in this scenario. I mean,
Uh-huh.
I understand there's been a lot of violence against Asian people,
Yeah, especially
um,
during the pandemic
especially
right
during the
now.
pandemic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Calling that shit the Kung flu. I think that shit is
China
wild.
virus.
China virus,
Yeah.
and and people going out pushing out old Asian men, killing them, things of that nature. I think
Yeah.
those things are completely wrong. But saying as far as what I understand about this situation is it's definitely seems to be just an individual that's tormented by his sex addiction, and he's lashing out against these women. You know what I'm saying, that he feel like they're facilitating sexual acts, kind of like Robert Kraft. You know what I'm saying, type situation. So that I feel like those attacks were based on that, and it's not in the category of necessarily like attack on Asians. You know,
So you don't think that this whole situation is a racial situation?
no, I
You
don't
don't
feel like
think
it.
that this dude specifically targeted Asian women?
He targeted a specific profession. He ain't go. He ain't hit up the Chinese spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He could have hit up.
But okay,
He could have found more Chinese restaurants than he found fucking
true,
massage parlors.
true. But at the
He could have
same,
found more nail salons than he found massage parlors.
true. But at the same
So
time, do we not, as a culture, and when I say as a culture, I'm talking about Americans. Do we not kind of lump all of them in the same? Don't we as Americans look at all Asians as Chinese? Pretty much, we don't differentiate between Japanese and Chinese and Korean, and you know what I
nah,
mean?
I'm sure, but I'm sure from their perspective, they would prefer that we did. You know, what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
of
like,
course.
you know, but
But on the real, honestly speaking, we look at everyone. It's fucked
yeah,
up.
I mean, it's fucked up.
Everybody
But
that looks like everybody
Yeah.
look like Bruce Lee, y'all Chinese.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
you sound racist as fuck.
But that's what it is.
But even
I
still,
do.
but what does
I'm not
what
saying
does
that I
that have to
don't.
do with his actions? What does that have to do with that? Does it mean it's hate crime?
I think that it is, bro. I think that
Because you lumped all Asian people together, all Oriental people together. You lumped them together. And,
fucked up. It's already starting off.
yeah. So therefore,
Listen, first off, R.I.P. to the people that
yes,
died.
absolutely.
Condolences to go out to the families and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to make a joke of the situation. Definitely trying, not trying to. But at the same time, I think that we all have a certain amount of prejudice in us, right?
Mhm.
Whether it be like a negative prejudice or a prejudice that kind of explains how we think certain things are, or we think of certain professions or whatever the case is. But 9 times out of 10, me personally, when I think of a massage parlor, I'm thinking like, yo, it's Asian women that's working in a massage parlor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's Chinese or Korean or Japanese or whatever, but a lot of the times we think of it as Chinese, and that's just that. That's
But
just,
I still don't understand what that narrative have to do with what happened.
well, what the narrative that what happened is this dude went to specific Chinese. He went to 3 of them, correct?
Correct? Yeah.
And he murked Asian women.
Okay.
Majority.
All right.
8 people died.
So, but I mean,
I don't know how many people got shot.
Doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if they're from Tokyo or Japan
It
or Korea. It didn't matter.
It don't.
It didn't matter.
No.
So, yeah. So it can't be a hate crime because you know what I'm saying. Like,
I think it has to be a hate crime.
Yeah, it's hate for fucking sex workers. That was the hate.
But are they sex workers though?
But he's frequented those places himself, and I guess he's gotten himself a couple happy endings, and he feels a way about it. He feels a way towards himself. I'm not saying that's justifiable.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, he didn't specifically do that because it was they're Asians. He just do that. He did that because he knew that this is what goes on, or in his mind, this is what goes on. So therefore, what I'm saying, he feel like he's eliminating a threat to society from his perspective.
A threat to society
from his perspective, from his view.
Yeah.
Because why would you decide to kill people?
I think that even with that, I was talking to my homeboy about that shit recently, and I think that there's a certain mindset that we just need to accept that we can't understand.
Yeah.
Because again, we've all had certain feelings throughout our lives. We all had feelings to do certain things, maybe commit violent acts or whatever the case is. But once you actually go out and do it because of whatever feelings that you're having, it changes things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I look at this dude and I'm like, yo, dude, you, regardless of how you feeling, supposedly the media was trying to say that he had some kind of sex addiction going on.
They weren't trying to say it. They said it. And they said he's sought therapy for it. He's been incarcerated because of it. So he is things that's something he suffered from.
Okay.
well, not probably suffering is giving them a pass, but
Uh-huh.
whatever it is that
He had a
plagued
bad
them,
day, man.
whatever it is that plagued them about that situation, that's what carried over to cause this situation to happen.
Yeah.
So that's specifically what it is, not because these
Okay.
were
So that
Asian people.
narrative, I don't believe that narrative. You're saying that you do?
Yeah, I'm saying I believe that now. Yes,
Why though?
because I got the facts, fam. The man is a sex addict. If you've been to therapy and counseling and had to go to a rehabilitation center because you have sexual addictions,
Mm-hmm.
then you got kicked out of your house because you have sexual addictions,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to massage parlors committing that act because you had sexual addictions. I don't see it as him sorting out Asian people. If he wanted to do
Okay.
that, then
Okay.
he would have went to the nail salon. He would
Okay.
have went anywhere else because he could have went to the Chinese food spot. He could have found them anywhere else. He did not necessarily have to go to a massage parlor.
Okay. So if you have a sex addiction, let's just say that if he frequented whatever street that might be prevalent in the city of Atlanta that had sex workers. So if it was all white women or if it was all black women, because there are certain areas that have sex workers that's not connected to specifically massage parlors.
Right.
If he had went to these areas, if he was prevalent in these areas outside of the parlors, we think that it's not racial still.
Yeah, we think it's not racial. He's if he's attacking prostitutes, then he's attacking prostitutes. He's not.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know why, dude. I can't really agree with that, man. And
I think you fall in the majority of Americans that want to feel that way. That everything is race related, and not everything is. Some things are just
I guess if you
sick fuckers, you know what I'm
saying? True. And when I look at it, if I say that because Asians are what 4% of the population or some shit like that I read. When I look at it, if I say that you are having this situation going on and you kill 8 people, 6 of them having to be Asians, right?
Yeah.
If you're looking for 4% of the population, and again, this is just assuming that this is a racial situation. If you're killing 6%, if you're 6 of the 8 people that you killed are only 4 to 5% of the population of the United States.
Yeah.
I think that you had to specifically go out and seek these people, because 9 times out of 10, if I walk down the street, if you walk down your street or whatever, and you look for joggers, you're probably not going to find an Asian jogger.
Right. But Dub, I guess my point would be this then. If somebody wanted to, like, say somebody has an issue with curry, like, yo, I fucking hate fucking curry. You know what I'm saying? I fucking hate curry. You know what I mean? And he instead of hitting up the gas stations, he goes to an Indian fucking restaurant and shoot up the restaurant there because they make curry in there.
Yeah.
It's because he hate curry. He could have found the Indian people at the fucking gas station or at the 7. He could find them anywhere else.
Yeah.
But he went specifically to the Indian restaurant.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. So, like, this gentleman, he could have sorted, if he's sorting out Asian people, he could have found them at a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
Or the nail salon. Those are easier places to find them.
Yeah.
He didn't go there. He went specifically to the massage parlor. And this is somebody who has a history of sex addictions. And that's what he said. I did it. So these are his words. He said, I did it because of this.
But do we believe this nigga though? Why should we believe him in his words?
But why should we make up our own narratives then?
True. You got a good point. I can't. I have no answer for that question. But at the same time, still, why should we believe him? Is he at the point of realization right now where it's just
there is more facts supporting that theory than there is facts supporting that he was attacking Asian Americans
Okay.
or Asians.
Okay. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about this shit? How y'all feel? Do y'all feel like this dude was supporting Asian or not supporting?
Yeah,
Do,
definitely. Yeah,
do y'all feel like this
he
dude
probably
was?
was supporting.
Do y'all feel like this dude was attacking Asians or he had a sex addiction, like he said? Tell me how y'all feel about this shit. So now we also have what's the other aspect of this shit? Not the racial aspect, the sex addiction aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the only place that's having under this behind the scenes sex acts going on? Is the massage parlor the only? And did he have a happy ending at any of these massage parlors? Did he say that?
Um, he said he's been known to visit those places before.
Yeah.
And I think I seen like one CNN commentator, she who was Asian, she's like, yeah, we drove through a couple of those places, and since she's done behind the scenes interview, and yeah, she said she admitted that some of those places do that, do give happy endings.
How the fuck does she know though?
Because she went in there undercover and saying interviewed these people and spoke with these people, and a lot of them aren't legal residents or whatever they're
Mm-hmm.
they're just here, they're put in these facilities to work 50 hours, just to do that, do nails, do massages, and do sex
Mm-hmm.
work, and that's their gimmick, that's their stick, that's what they do.
Mm.
That's how Robert Kraft got got caught up.
Yeah,
He went to one of them joints.
Yeah.
Right here in Florida, and that's where dude was on his way to Florida.
So you think he was
So
on
when
his way to Florida to murk more sex workers?
Yes, he probably was trying to hit Robert Kraft on spot up.
Damn, bro.
Mhm.
Again, man, y'all tell me how y'all feel about the situation. I don't know, man. I guess maybe the media got me. Maybe I'm falling into the media circus of, and I try not to, but I think that this the whole racial aspect of it should be on the table like instantly. And I know when we watch the news, a lot of people is talking about it, and they just like, yo, nah, well, nah, don't be so quick to hold off on the whole. But dude, you
But
killed.
what's that thing you sent me the other day? I guess what black women should be happy, shouldn't be feeling the way right now, because a lot of Asian American or Asian businesses, like the beauty salons and all that stuff like that,
Mhm.
with the hair, and they're putting a stronghold, or they're bullying um black women out of the business,
Correct.
to have ownership in these hair supply companies and beauty supply companies and
Yeah.
things like that. And Asian Americans, they come, or Asians, they come through, they open up their restaurants and everything in our specifically in black communities.
Yeah, they do.
So a lot of their income come from black communities.
They do.
So how do we feel about that aspect of it though?
I think that is fucked up. Specifically because you are profiting off of a community that you're really not a part of. And I understand capitalism, and I understand that the end goal is for you to make money, right? So I'm not knocking your ability to make money, but at the end of the day, you are profiting off a community that you give no two shits about.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
you're in every African American community providing certain things and whatever. And the link that I sent you was about black folks specifically trying to open up nail salons or beauty supply stores in their own community.
Mhm.
And because the Asians have a corner on the market, they have the distribution down, and this, that, and the third down, that they pretty much control everything. And they make it harder for black people to open up businesses and get products and stuff like that. They say, okay, if you order this product, they say, no, we don't have that, but we have this, and they'll be willing to ship you this and whatever. And they just make it harder for the black owners, but for the Asian owners, it's just like, yo, you have access to whatever you want. You know what I mean? And I've heard that now for years upon years.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that I have a friend that just opened a beauty supply store up in Boca Raton, and I
Yeah.
don't know if I have to talk to him to see if he has experienced the same thing, but it seemed like it's widespread, bro.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because if you don't have maybe the Asian name, or I don't know how they can identify you or your business as being owned by a black person, white person, whatever the case is, but
Mhm.
Asians is controlling the market with this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Well, I mean, like the individual on that that link that you sent me was saying, like, and black people need to, establish their own foothold in it, and create their own products and stuff like that, and
Yeah,
stop, reaching out to these individuals to purchase from.
yeah.
So.
But I guess even with that though, the what we have to do is look into how.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because if
You gotta start raising your horses.
get them clippers out, get them clippers out, man. Package that shit up. Oh shit. Man, so you gotta start raising your horses.
Yeah, man, package that up.
Oh shit, you got your stimulus check, man.
Yeah, man, I got my stimmy, man. Yeah, unfortunately, I got my stimmy, man. I haven't hit that threshold where I am not qualified for it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
so you
saying?
still qualify for the
So I'm
stimmy.
still qualified for the stimmy, so I'm telling you, I'm broke like y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Is your stimmy spent already though, fam?
Nah,
I'm not trying
nah.
to get on your finances like
Nah,
that,
nah,
but
nah. It's cool. It's cool. No,
yeah,
my stimmy is not spent. My stimmy, I actually just took the stimmy and just invested it. You know what I'm saying?
that's what's up.
In stocks and stuff
So
like
you
that.
making the
So
stimmy work for you.
yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing.
What recommendations do you have for people that do have the stimmy out there? I mean, I know there's people that have bills and you know what I mean, stuff like that they need to take care of, and I understand.
Yeah.
So if you have debt and you got a couple of kids and you got a couple of you got a nice chunk of money,
Hmm.
um, definitely get rid of your debt and
Hmm.
get caught up on your bills and stuff like that. But outside of those people, how what you know what I mean? We ain't financial planners or anything like that. But what do you think that people should use their stimmy for, bro?
I mean, yeah. I mean, look. First off, some of my fears, you know, what I'm saying, for us as a society, is that we become a little bit more dependent on stimulus checks coming, because what this is about the third one right now, right? Third or fourth.
This is the third.
This is the third.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying, I'm a little bit concerned that people are kind of getting used to the bailout. You know what I'm saying, getting used to receiving this kind of income where you didn't have to do anything to earn it.
Yeah.
um I spoke to quite a few black individuals, and what I'm saying, like, the night before, like that week, people on Stimmy watch heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stimmy watch. Hey, did you check your account? Did you check your account? I'm like, G's and P's, bro. Like, oh, yo, relax, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it comes, it comes. Like, how you know what I'm saying? Like, I understood if you have, like, if I knew this is going towards a bill, and if these individuals were waiting to pay a bill, I wouldn't think they'd be so thirsty to for it to drop like that.
Yeah.
It just seemed like, I'm saying, more I found the people that I interacted with was more interested in, I'm saying, okay, what kind of Jordans I'm finna buy, what kind of outfit I'm finna cop, or
Damn.
where I'm finna go at with this money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So it's really people out there like that.
yeah,
And
that's. I mean, don't act like you don't know that's the truth.
no,
Yeah,
I'm not saying. You
that
know
for a
what?
fact.
You know what?
There
It's a
there's more
difference.
people out there like that,
It's a
especially
difference.
amongst black people.
Yes, it's a difference between hearing about it and knowing about it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's a difference between talking to people because
Mhm.
I talk to people like you, and most people that I know are like you,
Mhm.
and they say, "Yo, I took that and I'm gonna invest it, or I'm gonna do this, or yeah, I got a bill or two that I need to get paid off. I'll pay off that bill or two,
Yeah.
and then I'll use that money to make money for me because what you're saying when you invest it in the stocks
Mhm.
or whatever, it's an investment.
Right. Yeah.
So you're trying to use that money to make it work for you.
Right. Yeah.
So it's, for me, again, I'm not saying that there's no people out there like that, but just to have that confirmed, it's just like, damn, you're like, really, y'all out here like that's what you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You see more people. If you go on Instagram, you see more people, taking trips or going out and dining, like going heavy right now. Like they got it like that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's the sad part, because you know what I'm saying, you got it like that now. But you know what I mean? Like in a week or two, it's gonna be like, yo, Joe, I'm broke again, Joe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So does that? So a lot of people feel like the Stimmy checks is a bad idea.
it's a bad idea for inflation. I feel like it's a bad idea for inflation, because I actually asked myself, I was like, damn, why didn't I do that? I should have went to the retail places and checked. I bet you, I'm almost guaranteeing, if you went to certain retailers and look at certain prices of certain items, around the time when stimuli comes up, them shits probably went up a little bit.
You think so?
I think so for sure. I'm pretty sure that the inflation is happening in the marketplace,
Yeah,
right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you first of all, you got businesses that's trying to make up for some losses that they've took, prior. So they're like, okay, people got stimulus checks now. Okay, you know what? This bottle of water, I used to sell it for $1.29. I'm gonna jack this shit up to $1.89 right now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get a little bit more, you know what I mean, out of
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna happen. Those
So
things happen.
I went to the mall yesterday, and when I was at the mall yesterday, I don't want to say that it's been. I went to two malls. I went to Coral Square and I went to Boca Raton, and both malls were pretty much average on throughout the pandemic. So it wasn't like, yo, I see mad more people that I usually see at the mall. The Apple store was flooded as usual.
Yeah.
Victoria's Secret. There's Bed Bath and Beyond. There's places that you go to the mall where throughout the pandemic there's always have been a line.
Yeah.
And again, I went to both spots, and even when I was at Boca, I saw a lot of people outside of the Coach store or Louis Vuitton store, and it wasn't people that look like me or you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to be fucking racial or racist. It was just people outside the Louis Vuitton or the Coach store. And it's something that I'm not used to seeing, because
usually you see a couple people inside, but
Yeah.
you're not really seeing that.
So it was a line outside, and they got the COVID protocols and whatever. But I would just hate to know that for a fact people is out here getting stimmy checks and y'all using it to buy Coach bags, unless you reselling it.
Yeah, man.
Really?
I mean, you gotta get. I'm at that point in life where I'm realizing, you know what I'm saying, no matter what you buy, things wise, you're not gonna get that satisfaction out of things. You know what I'm saying? It's not there.
Yeah.
You have to make monumental feats in life to feel like you've accomplished things. And for me to get a check that I didn't, like I said, I didn't work for, I didn't earn, I'm not gonna just go waste that on, frivolous things that's just gonna, here today, gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'd rather invest this money and, say, use this towards a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Something bigger on my vision board than, a new pair of sneakers or a new shirt or something.
Because I went out there, and for the longest time, I've been wanting to cop a pair of penny fives, bro. And for those sneakerheads out there,
so are you saying you went out there specifically because you got your stimulus check?
No, I did not.
So you say you would have been out there anyways even if you didn't get your stimulus
Correct. Because
how do you prove that?
Well, because I didn't. My wife.
Isn't it ironic that you went 2 days after you got your stimmy check?
No. So. Trying to put me on the spot.
Did you say I got this? I'm not spending the spinny check, but I got a little fallback though.
Yeah.
So you are spending the spinny check.
Nah. So the situation with me is that the wifey got the stimulus check deposited in her account. Me and the wifey got two separate accounts, right? And she has been the one to file taxes over the last 10 years or whatever, and she always gets the money deposited in her account.
Mm,
So she got the stimmy checks in her account. So I did not get a dime out of a stimmy check
mm,
yet. If you know what I mean, even if I decide to get a dime out of
yeah.
it. So the thing with me right now is because like we spoke about on the last podcast, I
Mm,
just bought the crib, whatever.
mm,
I don't have to make a mortgage payment until May,
mm,
right? So I got a couple of extra dollars that I could use to do certain things around the house and
mm,
whatever. And
mm,
my son needed a couple of pairs of sneakers. So I said, let me go to the mall and check it out and see if I can cop him a pair of sneakers or whatever. But
yeah.
while I was out there, I was like, yo, man, I've been wanting a couple of pairs of sneakers myself.
Yeah.
And, you know, the sneakers that caught my eyes has been the penny fives. You know what I
Mm,
mean? But then I went out there and I was just like, yo, $160 for a pair of sneakers that one, I'm not playing ball in.
yeah.
Two, I'm not really going anywhere like that. I'm not
Mm,
out there trying to stun on nobody. I'm not here not trying to pick up no women or nothing like that. It's
yeah.
just for my satisfaction. And I saw it and I was just like, yo, should I cop these?
Yeah, well, you should have. You should have. Sometimes you just gotta go through it and do it. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should have at least one or two dope pairs of shoes that they could fall back on. Not something you wear every day, but something
Yeah.
you can pull out the closet every now and then and
And
throw
I
them on.
do, I do got a couple pair of dope shoes that I
But yeah,
feel like,
you had to splurge on those.
huh?
You had to splurge on them.
The other ones,
The dope ones that you do currently
yeah,
have. Yeah,
yeah,
so that's how that goes.
yeah. But it, like again, I don't know. Sometimes, bro, I think that I be feeling a little bit too responsible.
I told you,
Sometimes,
yeah. That's what we spoke about. Your responsible brain kicks in. Yeah,
yeah, and so it sucks though because
yeah.
I'm there and I'm just like, yo, man, I want these,
Mm,
but should I buy? Do I need them?
yeah.
And that's what always comes to my mind lately. Yeah, I want a new shirt. I
Mm,
want a new pair of jeans. I want a new belt. This that do but do I need it? Because at the end of the day, right now, especially during the pandemic, I'm just going to work and coming home.
mm,
And what usually happens is these sneakers that I buy, that's
mm.
dope pairs of sneakers, I usually just end up wearing them to work.
Yeah, 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 yeah. True, true.
And I'm just like, yo, I didn't buy these to wear to fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
I bought them so that when I go out,
Yeah,
I
because
could feel dope. I could feel like, yo, I got these, and not too many people got these pairs of sneakers, blah, 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 blah. And you know what I mean? You want to feel a certain way when you go out. You want to feel semi-exclusive. Not that
Yeah.
you are, but you want
Yeah.
to feel semi-exclusive.
Right, right. Yeah, I get it. But nowadays we don't really go that much places. So you
Yeah.
end up like, yo, okay, work is where it's at. Work is
Yeah.
where these are going. Then, yeah, I know what you're saying. I know
Yeah.
exactly what
So,
you're saying.
you know what I mean? Again, when I went out, I didn't see nothing crazy as far as the whole stimmy checks goes.
Mm.
And again, you know what I mean? I could have used my situation to say, yo, let me go in.
The stimmy checks are going up in Miami right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All these young cats at South Beach out here partying. I'm pretty sure they stimulate the economy with their stimulus checks.
They are. They are. But okay, so even that now, a lot of people in Miami got a problem with that. So they having shutdowns. They're closing down the Clevelander, and many other places in Miami. They imposing curfews and shit like that. 8 o'clock shutdowns and 10 o'clock shutdowns for essentially a city that never sleeps. I feel like for me, I feel like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand we in a pandemic, you know what I mean? But more people is getting vaccinated. The numbers is going down. I'm not encouraging people to just get out and be reckless, but it's there's light at the end of the tunnel right now. So how do you think that we should be behaving, or people in general should be behaving with this whole situation right now?
I don't think it's on us to put it on those individuals. I guess you could parent by doing that, shutting down the city and everything like that. But these young cats, they want to party. You know what I'm saying? It's their only chance to do it. You know what I'm saying? You only live, you're only young once.
Correct.
So you know what I mean. So for us to shun them for trying to enjoy their youth. You know what I'm saying? That seems a little bit foul. That's where I'm at with it.
How much stock do we put into that though?
In what?
Into them only being young once, because you was young, we was young once.
Yeah.
Right. And we was able to go out and party, whether it be detrimental or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why do we feel like, not me and you, but on a grander scale, the government
Mhm.
older people, residents of Miami, y'all been living there down there for years and whatever. Why do we feel like, or they feel like, yo, I can control what y'all doing by saying, oh, you shouldn't be here right now because this, and that is going on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, this pandemic thing is a real thing. You know what I'm
It
saying?
is
Why you know people that lost individuals to this. You know what I'm saying?
one
I
hundred
know people
percent,
that lost individuals, and I came close to losing somebody that was that's near and dear to my heart. So
100%.
it's real. So if I could put some facts in their ears and say, hey man, listen, this is what's going on. Your actions, you could bring this home to somebody that you love, and what I'm saying, now they're dying. Was that trip worth it? Was that, I'm saying, that night at the club worth it?
Yeah,
I could tell them like that, but at the same time, like I said, I had my chance to party. I had my opportunity to go out and have fun and live wild and reckless.
yeah,
What I'm saying? So I can't really say I'm taking that away from them. All I could say is, man, just I hope you're prepared to live with whatever results come from this. I'm not gonna say, yo, what you're doing is ruining society. I'm not gonna put it
yeah,
to
you know,
you
yeah,
as that frame.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, if your actions directly impact somebody that you love once you bring it home, or if you do bring it home, then what I'm saying, I hope you're prepared to deal with, or hope it was worth it. That's
yeah,
what I would say.
yeah.
So you have to consider that.
What would make it worth it? Couple
Yeah,
threesomes,
couple
like, you know what I mean?
threesomes. Yeah, yeah,
Couple trisnanes.
yeah. Couple of that. Yeah, yeah,
Would that make it
yeah,
worth it?
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Couple.
Once in a lifetime
Yeah,
experiences.
a couple throat babies. Couple throat babies might make it worth it.
Oh shit, man. So yeah, man. Like I said, it's crazy down here, man. Down here in South Florida, we always got the weather
Mhm.
for the year that people, really, really appreciate and all of that stuff. So
Yeah.
it is what it is, man.
Hmm.
What else we got? Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin. His
Nigga,
son.
I put my motherfucking foot. Is his son gay?
I don't
My
know.
my gaydar was up off looking at the little nigga. I said, oh, this nigga gay as shit.
You think so?
Yeah, he look gay as shit to me.
Mm.
Definitely. Don't do it then.
You,
You ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't coming back. Where the money resides, where the money resides. Hey, to the what? Where the money resides.
and that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. So, how do we feel about that whole situation? I mean, I know the fucked up thing about today's society is that this situation is considered like old, like, yeah, nigga, that was last week.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But still, how do we feel about that shit?
How do I feel, man? Listen, that man was talking to his son, man,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess he felt like he needed to turn up the threat level a little bit
Mm-hmm.
to get through to him. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? At the end of the day, he was doing what he felt that he needed to do. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't care about his son, then he wouldn't be on that phone talking to his son.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So whatever it is that he felt like his son needed to bring his ass back home
Mm-hmm.
to confront, then that's on him, and how he chose to address it. That's how he chose to address it.
So
And we can't be feeling some type of way that how people turn up in their anger state.
I think the problem that a lot of people find with this situation is the fact that Kirk Franklin considers himself a man of God, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And I think that we as a society, when we think about people who consider themselves people of God, Christians or
Mhm.
Muslims or whatever, I think that we hold them to an unfair higher standard.
Yeah.
So I think that when we see a Kirk Franklin out here cussing or whatever, we think that, oh, well, if he's a man of God, then he wouldn't use certain words or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, words is words, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, Kirk Franklin probably be the same one that tells somebody don't do that, or you know what I'm saying, in the public light, he probably
Yeah,
be quick to tell, yeah, you shouldn't be cussing or talking like that,
yeah.
or you know, carrying yourself, you need to carry yourself in this kind of manner, da
But
da da da.
but
But we
that
gotta realize we all humans and we all walk in contradictions, man.
definitely.
We all do
But
what we do until we're in a situation where we
but
feel like it's necessary.
I don't even want to call them walking contradiction. I just want to say that with him specifically,
Yeah.
just because he cussed out his son, or because you used the F bomb, or bitch ass nigga, or whatever he called his son,
Mm-hmm.
which his son proved to be because he leaked this conversation,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, does that make you any less of a Christian or less of a person of God because you was angry in a moment, somebody pissed you off, and you use a certain language? Does that make you any less of a person?
No, no. It just, I mean, look, Kirk Franklin probably grew up in a certain, you know, demographic, certain background.
But
That's
we
how,
know that he did though.
yeah. So you know what I'm saying. That's always in you
Yeah,
to come out and cut up like that. He
his
knows.
son brought the streets out of him,
Yeah,
bro.
he know how to cut up like that. So I
Yeah,
mean, it is what it is. I don't put. I mean, yeah, I'm saying if we caught him out there, like you know, what I'm saying with some prostitutes or some shit like that, then you know, what I mean, that's a little different.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But for him to you know get a little wordy with his son, I don't. Come on, man. Like your son, your kids are gonna test you. They're gonna test you. Mine, you know
Of
what I'm saying?
course.
Especially when you got sons, they gonna test you.
Yeah.
They gonna see what you're really about, what your manhood is about. And I guess, like I said, Kurt Franklin, all he had was words. He ain't
Mm-hmm.
have his son in that room to be like, look, snatch his ass up and toss him across the room one time, show him what's up. He had all he had was his words at the time. He was on the phone,
Yeah.
and that's all he had. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he gave it to him like that.
So you stand with Kirk, man?
I stand with Kirk. No, I don't stand with Kirk. Fuck out of here.
Nah.
Nah, I ain't. I don't put no stocks into none of that shit, man. I don't know. I don't worship man, or I don't put.
It's not a worship situation.
Nah, but I'm saying I don't put nothing past him. Like I ain't saying like he's. I never felt like he was incapable of this. I don't even feel like he's not capable of anything else further than this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like okay, like. I ain't the person to sit there and listen to Kirk Franklin music and feel like I'm holier than thou. No, I'm not that person. So
facts.
Yeah.
And I'm not either. You know what I mean?
So he could
and
do
I
whatever
hope
it
that
is he want to do.
yeah, I hope that a lot of people aren't, because you know we have, I think that a lot of times when we look up to these entertainers, and you know whether we want to admit it or not, there is one or two entertainers that we kind of look up to in some kind of way. You know what I mean? Or we look at what they say as something that we can kind of apply to our lives or whatever. So in some kind of way, there's an entertainer out there that I look up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't call that name out right now, but it's just like, yo, that's the reason why you have Instagram and you follow an entertainer.
Yeah.
Or you have Facebook and you look, or you Google certain shit that this person said or did or whatever. You know what I mean? We all look up to people in some kind of capacity.
Okay.
So I hope that we don't think that these people are flawless. You know what I mean? So with Kirk Franklin, those that look up to him, I hope that you who look up to him don't consider this dude as flawless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Understand that he's a human just like you.
Yeah.
Man or woman just like you. And they make mistakes the same way that you make mistakes, and understand it. And I don't personally, with this situation, I don't think there was a mistake.
No.
Like, yo, if we were to sit here and record our lives 24/7, there's a lot of shit that would be captured on that recording that I wouldn't be proud of, you wouldn't be proud of, and y'all out there wouldn't be proud of either.
Exactly.
So when we look at these situations, yo, this nigga was pissed off.
Yeah.
His son did or said something that really, really pissed him off. And we shouldn't judge this man's entire life or his entire character on one situation where he was pissed off.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't know the dynamics of him and his son's relationship.
Of course not.
And on the you know, how far he was pushed. We don't
Mm-hmm.
know that. That's not disclosed in the situation, so we can't really assume that he's a bad individual because of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like you said, to the fans of Kirk Franklin, I hope y'all don't write him off because of this and look at
Yeah,
his music any differently.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could look at R. Kelly a little differently because now, you know what I'm saying, we know, okay, bro, nah, this ain't gonna work. This we can't rock with your music because I can't stand behind, you know, the bullshit that you've done. Those are egregious
You
acts, but you know what I'm saying?
do you still listen to R. Kelly though at
No,
all?
absolutely not. No,
Not at all.
not at all.
So if R. Kelly, you about to bounce from the podcast right now, and R. Kelly come on the radio, you changing the situation, or you down?
Yeah, I'm
You
changing the
bop
station.
into
Well,
the
I'm
ignition to remix the.
yeah. I what odds are it's not coming on because radio stations don't even play it no more.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So odds are it's not coming on, and I'm not seeking it out on my playlist. So
Well, okay. So you play something. You play Chris Brown on your iPhone or
mm, mm.
your iTunes or your Google Play or your YouTube
And the
Music,
algorithms pull
and
them up.
the algorithms pull up
Yeah, so
the
definitely
remix to
like
ignition.
shit, like
You switching that shit, or you letting it rock out?
the points where I have conflicts or certain songs where I really do love, not necessarily of R. Kelly, but songs like, that he's written, like, you know what I'm saying, for like Michael Jackson or some shit like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like You Are Not
no,
Alone
you're
is
not alone.
that was my joint. To
Yeah,
find out how he wrote that joint, why he wrote that joint for him, like, oh shit. So it
mm,
fucked up. So now that song is like, damn, I'm conflicted when that song comes on. Or there may be songs where, R. Kelly singing the hook on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Hotel with Cassidy, like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Damn, that's unfortunate, you know what I'm saying? Or, Up in the Club with Joe Buttons and Marcus Houston, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
With the pipe, like, I know that was R. Kelly's, help write that
Whistle.
song and made the beat and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so those songs right there, I'm like, damn, you know.
but even with that,
Mhm.
Kirk Franklin, R. Kelly, whatever the case is, if you know that's not in your heart, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not a pedophile. You're not out here advocating any kind of negative situations against women or whatever the case is. Like,
Yeah, but I still feel a way knowing the individual that wrote these words or fucking is a scumbag or they do things of that nature. So do I need to be singing along with this motherfucker? Nah, I don't need to sing along with him. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel. So if something come
I
on that,
respect that.
yeah.
I respect that.
Mhm.
I mean, again, I've definitely kind of switching the subject onto R. Kelly. I've definitely felt a kind of way about certain joints, like
Mm,
me specifically. That's that the joint with Snoop Dogg and R. Kelly.
mhm,
That's probably one of my favorite songs of all time, bro.
mm.
You know what I mean? That's that flip low and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Or that or the joint with Biggie, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. You know what I mean? It's different, man.
Yeah.
Um, did we speak on the Chef and Ghostface versus last night? No, we didn't. Shout outs to Fruits. Appreciate you for rocking with us for this long ass time. Yeah, we didn't. I watched a couple of minutes of the whole versus situation, but I personally was wondering what was the purpose of having a Ghostface versus Raekwon versus.
Yeah, there's not enough dynamics in that one for me to
It wasn't.
feel like I want to watch.
Yeah, because I felt like almost Ghostface and Raekwon is one and the same, bro. You had Raekwon only built for Cuban Links. Ghostface was a big part of that album. You had Raekwon bulletproof wallets. Raekwon was a big part of that situation, and even other projects.
Mhm.
I just didn't see the necessity to have a Ghostface versus Raekwon situation. And if we all hip hop heads out here, right? I feel like we all know that Ghostface is the better rapper than Raekwon.
Yeah, absolutely. By far.
If you a hip hop head, I think that you have to realize that.
Mhm.
And I think if you don't realize that, it's something wrong with you. Ghostface makes the better music than Raekwon.
Mhm. More
Ghostface,
lyrical.
He's more lyrical,
He has more content.
more content. He's more consistent. He got more albums at this point. I feel like if you think that Raekwon is a better artist than Ghostface, you need to reevaluate yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I like Raekwon.
Mm-hmm.
And I like Ghostface at the same time too. But let's be real. Ghostface is a better artist than Raekwon. It's really no competition. It's really not. She says, "Oh, what were you touching on regarding R. Kelly?" Well, the R. Kelly situation, we just kind of looked at that between the Kirk Franklin and Killer kind of brought that up as far as um
Yeah, let's not cut off
let's not Kirk Franklin. Yeah, let's not cut off Kirk Franklin. Because he got a little greasy with his son, and it's kind of like the same thing with R. Kelly. Not that. Even though we have more reason to cut off R. Kelly and less reason to cut off Kirk Franklin. That was the reason why we brought up the whole Kirk Franklin situation and R. Kelly situation. What she say? Fruit says Chicago energy is legendary. I agree. I agree. I'm not going go against that. Definitely. Folks with Chicago energy, Twista, R. Kelly, even now, you know what I mean? Dreezy, I fuck with Dreezy heavy.
Yeah.
Little
Dirk out here doing his thing.
Yeah, Dirkio, definitely. And even for a while, you feel like Nas should have won a Grammy over
Raekwon.
Raekwon.
Royce the
5'9", Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah.
You think that he should have won the Grammy?
D Smoke.
D Smoke. Yeah.
Nah, I feel like Roy should have gotten that one. Royce should have gotten it. That Nas album is not. I mean, I haven't revisited that album. Nas has made far better albums than this right here.
I agree. I think that the Nas album was dope, and as a person that has listened to both Nas, Royce, and Freddie Gibbs, I think that Freddie Gibbs deserved the best album out of those three. I think that Freddie Gibbs got that right, but Nas album, we got to take into consideration that this dude has been in the game since 1992, 3, 4.
No, yeah,
4?
Like 91, like 91.
91. Whenever Illmatic came out, I think that Nas has continued that energy consistently for up until now.
Yeah.
And I think that he's dropped some albums where he like, he fell off. And then he got some other ones like Life is Good. I think that King's Disease was a great album. Do I think that it deserved the Grammy over Freddie Gibbs or Royce? No, I don't.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at it either because I was talking to my homeboy Sean about the shit. And I think that when we look at who's giving out the awards, white folks is giving out the awards, right? Grammys come from the white folks. Nas is a dude from the Hennessy commercial, bro.
Oh yeah, but that's what people has always said, that everything that they do is tied into some kind of financial benefit on the back end. You know what I'm saying? It's all leveraging. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
What's your white rabbit?
Yeah.
Exactly. Nas was in the commercials, bro. Was Freddie Gibbs in that commercial?
Nah.
Was Royce in that commercial? Even though their albums is better.
Yeah.
Even though as of late, lyrically, they have been better.
Yeah.
It's not to say that Nas is whack. But who can we recognize a little bit more?
Not to recognize, but whose brand can we push a little bit more? That's
there you
financing
go.
All these things. You know
there you go.
You know, it's why did Beyonce get another award? And of course, Megan Thee Stallion had to win every fucking thing. And come on now, like it was all posturing and fucking leverage and shit like that. So
definitely, man. So I mean, again, it's long overdue. It's probably not the right album. A lot of the times, when it comes to these awards, people come around and they give the awards, later than they should have been. But it's definitely not a whack album. Nah. It's definitely one of the better albums of the year.
Yeah.
So like Do I agree that he should have won again? No, I don't. But I'm not mad at it either because he should have won for Illmatic or It Was Written or maybe even I Am.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Even Godson, I thought was a good ass album.
Yeah, Godson was great too.
Yeah,
So it's coming later than it should have. But yo, I salute Nas, man. Shout out
yeah.
to Nas for winning the Grammy for the album of the year and
Is that his first Grammy?
first Grammy.
Oh,
And he's been in the game for quite some time now, man.
yeah, man. So Rock Nation cleaned house, man.
Yeah.
Jay-Z got leverage, man. JC got power.
Mm-hmm.
So he showed up there, and his wife took it, and all his Rock Nation affiliates took it.
Got you. So I guess let's last topic.
Mhm. Yeah, man.
How
I'm
do you?
gonna need you to get some more comfortable chairs in this motherfucker. I'm over here hurting.
Yeah,
We need some more comfortable chairs in this fucking podcast, bro.
we'll do that. We'll do that next time, man. How do you feel about what's the age that we should stop having children, bro?
What's the age?
Yeah. Is there a specific age when it comes to men versus women versus what's the age?
I'm not gonna tell no woman when they should stop doing anything. I know better than that.
Mm-hmm.
I say for a man, as long as you're financially able to take care of them, go for it.
Yeah.
Man, that's the age.
Yeah.
So yeah, so as long as you can shoot them out and you're financially able to support, go for it. I mean, you might not be able to run it with that little motherfucker, but you can still drop some gem advice and take care of them financially. So why not?
Got you. You done? You done, fam?
Am I done? Unless I hit the lotto, yeah, I'm done.
Done? Ain't no more kids jumping out the nuts for you for
kids jumping out. Like I said, unless, like I said, it has to be my income has to strongly increase significantly.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I may reconsider. I may do it again, but I'm not gonna do it. Where I'm not financially able to do that right now to start over with a baby.
Mm-hmm.
No
Got
way.
you. Well,
What about you? You jumping back in there?
Your boy's in there, fam.
Oh, you're currently in there.
Currently in there, fam.
Well, congratulations, my guy. All right.
So your boy is about 2 months in there, man.
Okay.
It's a little one. It's a little one on the way. I don't know if it's a boy.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a girl, but it's a little one on the way, man.
Okay.
Boy, about 2 months in that thing, bruh.
Damn, man. It might be an off podcast talk, but man, like that's
talk. Say that. Say it. And I probably feel exactly the way you feel, bro. So say it, bro.
It might be coming at your neck a little bit, but
come at my neck, man. I don't mind, bro.
It was a conscious effort to shoot the club up.
No,
can't tell me that. You've been
no.
Your youngest currently is 2 months, but the one that is
8 years.
8 years. So
8 years.
In 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
In 8 years, you didn't pull out the toolie and shot the club up. And
correct.
Now you telling me you want me to believe that it wasn't intentional to
wasn't.
Okay.
And that specifically
I don't know how it's not.
I'll talk to you about that specifically off cam, but it wasn't, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
So
oh, well, congratulations, man.
Appreciate
Let's go,
man.
Appreciate
you, fam.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. I wanted to wait until the last little put that out, but it is what it is, man. Bootleg Cable Podcast,
man. If you can't spell that,
something wrong with your ass.
And it's bootleg. Ain't nothing fake about it, man. We out.
Hey, man, y'all check with us, man. Again, share this with your peoples. Like the videos when we put them out. Have other people subscribe to the channels. We appreciate y'all that have been rocking with us from day one. We love y'all. We appreciate it, man.
All right, y'all. Peace. All right, so we're gonna have to design some kind of chairs, bro, because my back out here hurting, bro.